Good evening and welcome back to those of you who are joining us here again at Foxcroft Academy. Now we're on to the girls game. We just finished the boys game. I had boys on my mind still. So we got the girls now, Presque Isle and Foxcroft Academy. And Zach, these two teams, fairly evenly matched.
Yep.
And Anna Jondro, she's leading the way for Presque Isle, and maybe talk a little bit about Foxcroft and what they might have to do tonight.
Yeah, Foxcroft Academy, they're coming in. They had a very tough matchup against a quality number one seed, as a matter of fact, Class C North team in the Dexter girls last night that was decided in the final minutes of that basketball game, and they expended a lot of energy. They were fighting for an outside chance of reaching that top four. Unfortunately, last night for them, it didn't go their way, and they have to do it again tonight. They have to replicate that same effort. There's a chance, but more than likely, whoever wins this one's going to finish seventh. So there is some playoff seeding on the line in this one tonight. Both teams are going to host a home prelim game, but at this point in the year, you can kind of treat that like a playoff game, playoff atmosphere, and I expect to see that out of the Ponies, and I definitely expect to see it out of the Wildcats tonight.
Yeah, and talked about both these teams also coming off a loss. Presque Isle lost to Caribou last time out, and of course we saw Foxcroft. They fell to Dexter in a very tough game the other night. Thank you for joining us. This is the Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union pregame show. We're going to get ready. Both these teams come in here at 8 and 9. Right now Foxcroft's number 7, Presque Isle's number 8. As we talked about, though, Presque Isle, whoever wins this game is going to finish 7. And that's going to decide who you play in the first round, Zach, in that prelim game.
It does indeed. And, one of the scenarios is possibly one of these teams facing off against the MCI Huskies, a team that we've covered a little bit here. It kind of depends on the final bit of the seeding, but that is definitely a possibility. A quality Huskies team that 12-6 on the year. That is a potential scenario for one of these two teams. The Huskies would be traveling to play against them. And definitely something to look out for and watch and see how that impacts the intensity as we enter this final game, emphasis on final, of the regular season in Maine high school basketball.
Yeah, what we're going to do right now is we're going to take it over to commercial. We'll be right back with more of the Maine Highlands Federal pregame show in just a moment.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Sluggers baseball and softball training offers a variety of classes and leagues to expose you to a wider view of the game. Sluggers leads the way in baseball and softball training with industry-leading technology such as Hit Tracks that combines a traditional batting cage experience with modern analytics, all from the virtual diamond of your favorite ballpark. Check out Sluggers today on Facebook, schedule online, or call 207-951-2250 to start your journey with the best training staff around. Excellence starts at Sluggers.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the MPA, are the 49,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Maine. And so, we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
To Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Welcome back to Foxcroft Academy, the Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union pregame show. You saw some of our great sponsors that help bring you these broadcasts for free on YouTube, and Zach's going to tell you about a few more.
Black Bear Crane. Black Bear Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons. From roof trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erection, to modular home and communications equipment. Call 977-BEAR today. If you need a vehicle, contact Sonny, Sean, Brian, or Ryan at Hartley's. Easy financing available. Great selection of new and used. Call 207-368-5751. And our replay sponsor, Maine Mapping Company. Maine Mapping Company provides all of your land surveying and mapping needs throughout the state of Maine. Centrally located in Dexter, Maine Mapping provides boundary, topographic, and aerial surveys, as well as construction survey services statewide. Visit us at www.mainemappingco.com or check out our Facebook page to get more information or request a quote.
Oh, great. Thank you for that, Zach. And dipping a little bit more into this game, I spoke about Anna Jondro. She's their leader for Presque Isle. 11.5 points per game. She's also the steals and assists leader for the Wildcats. Also, Jan Curtis, Rosalind Bach, Georgia Maynard, Carlin Gilmore, some other players that we're going to look forward to seeing here tonight against Foxcroft. And maybe, Zach, you could tell me a little bit more about the Ponies and who's been helping their cause this year.
Absolutely. The Ponies, they play a high-pressure style of defense. Sometimes it doesn't go their way in the form of foul trouble, but when they can turn basketball teams over, they have a chance to win any game. And that leads at the top with Annie Raines at the point guard position. Really a tough guard to contend with, can turn a lot of players over. Sam Austinfort, Abby Knapp on the interior, Destiny Weymouth, Hallie Page, the list goes on and on. But defense is the bread and butter of the Ponies. If they can turn you over, it can be a tough night.
Yeah, and the Ponies have won 3 out of the last 4 games. Of course, they lost that game the other night against Dexter in a real tough battle there. But these teams are pretty evenly matched. Presque Isle, 46.5 points a game, 46.5 for Foxcroft. Presque Isle's allowed 42. Foxcroft Academy's allowed 44.6. So we got a pretty evenly matched game here tonight, and this should be exciting. And these teams are this is gonna really matter. This matters for something because they're battling for that number 7 seed, and that's gonna matter who you play in that prelim. And we also wanted to mention too that we are going to have some prelim action for you either Tuesday or Wednesday. So keep your eye out, easternmainsports.com. Watch all of our social media. We'll have all that updated as soon as we get all the info. So we're just getting ready here. The clock's ticking down. We're going to get ready for the national anthem. Anything else you want to add, Zach, here in the pregame before we get going?
Oh, just very excited for the last basketball game of the Maine High School basketball regular season before we are officially in tourney season. Pleasure to do it. Pleasure to be here on Eastern Maine Sports. If you're watching at home and you haven't already, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. Completely free to do so. You'll stay up to date with all of our broadcasts coming. And you can watch go back and watch any that are already taking place, such as this one.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the campus of
Kick it over for the starting lineup.
Nice girls basketball game between the visiting Presque Isle Wildcats and your Foxcroft Academy Ponies. Foxcroft Academy and Presque Isle are both proud members of the Big East Basketball Conference with value sportsmanship. Please share positively follow players involved. We hope you enjoyed tonight's game. Now let's meet the starters first for the visiting Wildcats. Junior number 10, Carlin Gilmore. Shooting number 14, Georgia Manning. Shooting number 20, Andrew Gundo. Shooting number 44, Rosalind Buck. And freshman number 50, Jane Curtis. Presque Isle is coached by Crystal Fleming, and she's assisted by Emma Boone and Bill Durrett. And now the starting lineups for your Foxcroft Academy pony. At guard, receiver number 1, Annie Williams. At guard, junior number 11, Sam Austinford. At guard, sophomore number 12, Maddie Kimball. At forward, the junior number 30, Hallie Page. And at forward, the senior number 31, Destiny Wing. The ponies are coached by Levi Ladd, and he's assisted by Josh Kimball and Felicia J. Lloyd. The officials for today's game are Mr. Graffam and Mr. Herring.
There are the lineups for you. In case you didn't hear the lineups, we'll go back over them here, Zach. I'll start with Presque Isle.
Yep.
It's going to be Carlin Gilmore, Georgia Maynard, Anna Jondro, Rosalind Buck, and Jan Curtis.
And for the ponies out there is Annie Rains, Destiny Weymouth, Sam Austin-Fort, Hallie Page, and Madison Kimball.
It's like Buck and Weymouth on the tip-off here. As we get ready to go at Foxcroft Academy, game 2 of our doubleheader. And Presque Isle controls the tip, and Jondro is going to take a 3. Up, no good. Rebound fought for underneath. We're going to have a tie-up. Possession is going to go over to Foxcroft.
Good early action, and that's something you're going to see quite a bit out of the ponies. Any loose ball opportunity, they're going to try to get a jump ball.
Annie Rains with the ball, dribbling it up for the ponies.
Looks like the Wildcats also in a zone. They were on the boys' game as well.
Weymouth with it. Hallie Page over to Kimball. Now back to Page and back to Rains. Moving the ball around here for the ponies on their first possession. In the lane, that's going to be taken away.
Abby Knapp not starting this night tonight, Chris, so they do kind of lose some of that size inside, do the ponies. Be interesting to see how they contend with this zone pressure, having that be the case.
Ball deflected there, but the Wildcats stayed with it. Got it. Jondro with a shot. Jan Curtis with a rebound, up and in. Jan Curtis with a nice rebound there. She's a freshman for the Wildcats.
Did a great job finding the positioning on the interior, and great look by her to put that ball back up and in for the Wildcats.
Rains up, no good. Weymouth tried to grab it and lost it out of bounds. Going to go back to Presque Isle.
Ponies, they're coming out in full court pressure, a staple of their team.
Curtis with it, looks up to Buck, and she's going to be fouled by Austinfort.
Austinfort's always going to be going for the loose ball. She had 6 steals in the first half last night against the Tigers. Ultimately ended up fouling out of that ball game alongside Annie Rains. It's the give and take of this high-pressure defense.
It is a give and take. We see the Ponies get in foul trouble a lot early in games. Here's Jen Curtis. She's going to step out of bounds, though. She's going to give the ball back to the Ponies.
One of the strengths of this Ponies team is transition defense. They do a great job of defending at the rim in one-on-one situations. You kind of saw it right there, Chris.
Yeah, they absolutely do, and see what Foxcroft can do this time. Weymouth, Page wants to put up a 3. She got it! The bank is open.
See if she called glass on that one, Chris. Nice shot by Page.
Buck looks to Gilmore. That's up, no good. Rebound come down to Rains. And here come the Ponies. They want to run. Rains in the lane. Up, no good. Rebound came down to Georgia Maynard.
Yep, good job by Maynard on the interior. And great transition defense by the Wildcats. That trip down.
Jondro, no good. Got her own rebound. That was partially deflected. Came to Gilmore. Up, no good. Rebound came down to Maddie Kimball. And here come the Ponies again.
Kimball came off the bench last night for the Ponies, but provided great energy in minutes. Not surprised to see her get the start tonight.
3 for Rains, up no good. Jondro with the rebound.
A lot of back and forth.
Gilmore, and that ball is loose. And it looks like Buck's going to step on the end line.
This is a high-tempo game early on here, Chris. Both sides like to run.
Rains dribbling the ball up. 3-2. We're about 2.5 minutes in. Austinport looks to Raines in the lane, and she's going to get bumped and fouled.
Yeah, see if that was on the drive of Raines or if that was some action on the interior there.
Yeah, I think they got the foul on Gilmore. It might have been on the interior. Gilmore's actually going to check out, and number 2, Addison Claremont coming in for the Wildcats. Inbound to Page. She wants 3 more. That one's long. Austinport tries to get it, but it goes out of bounds. Back to the Wildcats.
Page, a streaky shooter for this Ponies team, clearly capable. Hit the 3 a moment ago. Trying to get 3 more there.
Deflected there by Raines. And then Maynard tried to catch it, but she was standing on the end line.
Yeah, just a great heads-up play in active hands of Annie Raines. A theme you'll see a lot out of her.
Raines wants to go in the lane. Up. No good. Rebound came down to Jondro.
Jondro doing a great job early on the glass. 3 rebounds early on in this one.
And that's a shot up long, and they're going to get Claremont on a push. As she tried to get position but didn't have the position, and she fouled Austinport, and that's going to go back to the Ponies.
You like seeing the aggression in that situation, trying to fight for every loose ball and offensive rebound. Just, as you said, Chris, didn't quite have the positioning there.
This, you have a feeling, is going to be a defensive battle. We're over 3 minutes in. The score is 3-2.
As you say, Chris, steal right there.
Yeah, Claremont came up with it. Gets it to Jondro. Up, no good. Rebound, bouncing around, and it's going to come down to Weymouth for the Ponies. Back come the Ponies on offense.
Ponies still kind of struggling to deal with this early zone defense, Chris. And if you hear us at home saying defense a lot, it's because these 2 sides are very good on that side of the ball.
They absolutely are. And gonna make life difficult on both ends. Here's Weymouth. She's gonna travel.
Yeah, I had the right idea there, Chris. Just got a little bit too many steps in there.
Again, these teams, Presque Isle only allows 42 points a game, and Foxcroft allows just under 45. So if that tells you what kind of defensive teams these are. Jondro pressured by Page. Good full court defense by Page. Jondro up and in.
Nice touch.
Page. Good full court defense by Page. Jondro up and in. 4-3. Presque Isle. Weymouth shot up, no good. Austinport with the rebound. Bounce past the Page, up, no good. Rebound Weymouth. She gets it back out to Austinport. No good. Page on the rebound, up and in.
A lot of offensive rebounds on that trip down.
Going to get a quick 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. A lot of early action here, Zach. Not a lot of points on the board, but a lot of action on both sides.
Yeah, it's not jumping off on the scoreboard at this time, but if you look at the meta part of the game and the rebounding battle and the defensive battle that you're seeing out here, this is a tough physical matchup. You can tell both sides know what this game means for their respective clubs, and they're fighting tooth and nail for that, playoff seeding, which is what this game boils down to.
We also wanted to tell you, as we get ready for the high school basketball tournament, 1 week from today, Zach, we will be in Bangor. We also want you to keep an eye on our social media. We're going to have, updates about our audio broadcasts that we're going to be able to do at the tournament this year.
Yes, we're very excited to be bringing live audio broadcasts for the first time in Eastern Maine sports tenure at the tournament.
Jondro underneath the Claremont, up and in.
That was just a great tenure at the tournament.
Jondro underneath the Claremont, up and
Made that layup for Claremont even easier.
6-5, Presque Isle takes the lead back. And they're going to get Jan Curtis, I believe, on a block here on the baseline. That's her first. Third on the Wildcats.
Trouble getting the ball in here, Chris.
Yeah,
that's thrown away.
Thrown away. Was looking for someone to pass to. Nobody was open, and she tried to toss it at the last minute, and it went out of bounds.
Checking into the ball game. Next opportunity for the Ponies will be Abby Knapp.
Jondro looking for an open Claremont on the other end, but I got deflected out by a pony there at midcourt.
If that doesn't get deflected, Chris, that's a wide open layup and 2 more points
Yeah,
for Claremont.
Yeah, Claremont was wide open. Jondro with it. Guarded by Knapp. They're going to go in the corner for Buck for 3. It's good.
What a shot there by Buck. It's an important shot, too. If you can help stretch this Ponies defense, it's going to create more opportunities down the stretch.
9-5, the biggest lead of the game on either side. Awesomport, no good. There's a fight for the rebound between Curtis
and Kimball there
Kimball.
involved.
Yep.
Possession arrow is going to keep it Presque Isle.
Yep, Presque Isle with the ball. 4-point lead, 2:50 left, first quarter. Jane Curtis, good looking freshman for the Wildcats.
Yeah, she's playing hard out here, and easier said than done to bring that ball up against the pressure of this Ponies press.
Up there is no good. Jondro got the rebound. She was fouled by Weymouth.
Unofficially, Chris, I have Jondro down for 4 rebounds already in this first quarter.
Yeah, pair of assists as well. And she'll have a chance to get point number 3 and point number 4 here if she goes to the line. This is the first attempt, I believe, from the foul line for either team. That's good.
Checking in is Gilmore for the Wildcats and Allie Smith replacing Destiny Weymouth for the Ponies.
Chandra looks to make it 2-2. That's good. 6-point lead for Presque Isle, 11-5. I believe that's a 7-0 run for Presque Isle. And they want to make it more as Claremont comes up with a steal.
That was great anticipation there, Chris, and a little bit too excited on the follow-up, but.
Yep, Gilmore traveled, and that's going to give it back to Foxcroft. So, see what Foxcroft can do, try to break this 7-0 run here by Presque Isle.
Presque Isle is having a lot of success on the defensive end in this 3-2 zone. They're sticking with it.
Range with it. She wanted to shoot it, now she's gonna, and she makes it.
Having that ability of Annie Raines being able to stretch the floor a little bit pays off dividends on that possession.
Nice looking shot there. Chandra wants to go in the lane. Up, no good. Rebound by Allie Smith. Here come the Ponies. Allie Smith, up and good. Assist to Rain. Here come the Ponies. Allie Smith. Up. Quick 5 points here. Cuts it to a 1-point deficit. Chandra wants to go on Knapp. She's going to get fouled.
Yeah, Jandro's just been so active in forcing these Ponies guards to try and stop her going to the rim, which has been easier said than done in this one.
Buck coming back in for the Wildcats, replacing Gilmore. Buck with it, looks to Jondro. Jondro traveled.
Yeah, we got a little too excited on that one. Knew it as soon as she heard the whistle there that one was a travel. Right idea, and she's been so active. Tough to stop off the dribble.
Foxcroft tries to retake the lead here. Annie Raines with it. Over to Awesomport. Awesomport to Knapp. She wants to go in the lane, puts a shot up. It's short. Got her own rebound. Looks over to Kimball. Into Awesomport. Tries to go on Curtis. It's no good. Allie Smith, offensive rebound, up and in.
Allie Smith just so tough to deal with on the interior. She's really come alive for this Ponies team as the year's gone on.
Beautiful position and rebounding and shot in the lane. Ball's loose. We're going to get a foul on Presque Isle, I believe. Shot in the lane. Ball's loose. We're going
to play hard and go for the ball. It is a foul, but it's a foul you can live with because you're trying to get possession back for your team. Sometimes that's just the way the game of basketball goes.
So Presque Isle had a 7-0 run, and now the Ponies are on a 7-0 run of their own. They're up 12-11, 35 seconds left, first quarter.
Be interesting to see if they try to play for one shot here in this situation, Chris.
Awesomport with it. Over to Raines. Guarded closely by Claremont. Over to Kimball. 20 seconds. Rains. Being patient here for Foxcroft.
Yeah.
Get that last shot.
Seems like Coach Ladd now called out a play, but good hands by Jandro. Almost knocked that away.
Kimball got it back. Matt. Kimball. Three-pointer. No good. Curtis with the rebound. That's the way we're going to end the first quarter. 12-11 Foxcroft. Be right back with you on East Main Sports Media.
Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
6:24. Back with you here at Foxcroft Academy as we get ready for the second quarter. It's kind of a quarter of runs both ways. Presque Isle had led by, they had a 7-0 run, and then Foxcroft right now is on a 7-0 run. They have the 1-point edge, Zach.
Yeah, and for the Wildcats offensively, Anna Jandro did a great job kind of setting the tempo. It was very distributed in terms of scoring. Claremont 2, Jandro 4, Buck 3, and Curtis 2, but was really impressed with what Jandro was able to do that first quarter for the Wildcats.
Page for three is good.
That's her second 3 of the ball game in this one, Chris.
10-0 run for the Ponies. Over to Bach. Page got in the way, tipped it away, couldn't chase it down though.
That's one of the things that this Pony squad does so well is if you make those long cross-court passes, they're always lying in wait.
Jandro with it, guarded closely by Page. That's going to be a foul on Page. A little too aggressive on the defense.
And that goes back to the give and take there, Chris. You try to take the good with the bad, and foul trouble can sometimes be the bad when you play this high-pressure form of defense.
Both teams with just 4 fouls each here, but we're early in the second quarter. Jandro with that. Gives it over to Maynard, and now back to Jandro. Jandro to Buck. Over to Curtis. That's number 5 in the game for Presque Isle.
It was off the mark, and it was a nice block there.
Beautiful block. I believe that was Knapp on the block.
It was indeed.
Three-pointer here, up, no good. That was number 3, Addie Day, with a three-pointer for the Ponies. Number 5 is Grace O'Connell that's in for the Wildcats.
And unofficially, that was Jandro's 5th rebound of this opening half.
Three-pointer by Buck there is up no good. Rebound came down to Weymouth. She's trying to run, got tied up. We're going to have a jump ball, and possession's going to go to Presque Isle.
The pace of this game has not slowed down from the opening jump. And Jandro with some, you can tell that she's working hard out there, some heavy breathing, but they know what this game means, and it's the start of playoff season, so to speak, and both sides showing that level of effort and intensity.
Looks like Claremont and Gilmore check back in for the Wildcats. Curtis got trapped, gets it to Gilmore. She wanted to go to Jandro, got deflected, comes back to Maynard. Up no good. Destiny Weymouth grabs it away for the Ponies.
Her 4th rebound of the opening half. Still plenty of time remaining in this second quarter.
She had a couple big shots against Dexter the other night, a couple three-pointers, and when she gets hot, she can definitely fill it up. Paige wants a 3. She got that one.
That's Paige's 3rd 3 of the first half. She's got 11 on the game. 11 of the team's 18.
Nice job by her. 18-11. We're going to have a foul here. It's a 13-0 run now for the Ponies.
That one goes against Weymouth. That's her second.
Tipped away here, and Foxcroft almost came up with that ball, not quite. Maynard got it back to Curtis. She wants 3. That's out of bounds. That's going to go over to Foxcroft.
You're starting to see the traps out of their half-court set, and it seems like the Ponies have gone to maybe more of a zone or a trapping look in the half-court, and it's one of the things they like to do is throw a ton of different defensive looks at you. See if the Wildcats try to attack in transition given that.
They've been definitely having a hard time on the offensive end.
Weymouth won the foul there, but that was a nice poke away by Jondra on the defensive end.
In the lane went Rain. She's going to get bumped.
Actually, it's going to go against her. She kind of got the hook around, trying to drive to the rim there. Once you wrap that arm around and it extends, you're going to get called for the offensive. Just her first foul of the game.
Yeah, called for the hook there on the baseline. Jondra with it. Presque Isle trying to break this 13-0 Ponies run.
A nice screen set there by Claremont, but it went out of bounds off of the Wildcats.
Really having a hard time with this pressure defense from the Ponies, as a lot of teams do. Rains with it. Goes into Smith. Up, no good. Maynard came down with it.
That was better defense inside against Allie Smith. Tough to contend with on the interior, but good defense on that trip down.
No good there by Maynard. Buck got it back. Goes to Jondro. Up and in on the baseline.
Nice shot there by Jondro. Ends quite the run by the Ponies.
That was a 13-0 run. Ended there by the Wildcats and Jondro. 6 points so far, but she's done a lot of other things here.
Leading scorer so far for the Wildcats. They've done it by committee. Quite a few names in the scoring column already tonight.
Smith goes in the corner to Page. She won another 3. No good. Destiny Weymouth came down with the rebound. She spins around with a shot. No good. Smith up. No good. Jondro had the rebound. She got it tipped away by Weymouth. It's going to go to the Wildcats.
Nice offensive rebounding on display on this trip down by the Ponies, but not quite able to capitalize on their end.
Jondro goes to Curtis. Jump shot. Good.
Had a foot on the line. That's going to be a long 2, but that's a nice looking jump shot from Curtis.
Yeah, Curtis has averaged 6.5 points a game and 5 rebounds. Done a very good job as a freshman in this starting role for Coach Crystal Flewelling. Shot no good by the Ponies, and Buck comes down with the rebound for the Wildcats. 3-point game here. Presque Isle trying to cut into it. Trying to cut it to 1 or tie it with this possession. Claremont says, let's tie it. It's up, no good. Smith grabbed the rebound for the Ponies.
Had a very clean look on that trip down, and Claremont, not a player you want to leave open in those opportunities. Ponies might have got away with one right there.
Rains with it. We're down to 3 minutes left in the first half. Austinport wants 3. That's off the back rim. Smith fought for it, got it back, got it tipped, got it back again. Goes to Page, now back to the top to Rains.
Smith, 5 rebounds his first half off the bench. Been very active.
Austinport in the lane, up no good. Buck with the rebound. What are we going to have there?
I think we have a reach-in. That's actually going to be 1-and-1, Chris. So you like the intensity and aggression, but a foul that far away from the basket and free throws at the other end, that's tough.
Maddie Kimball coming back in for the Ponies, replacing Page. He's got 3 3-pointers already tonight for the Ponies.
Yeah, game high, 11 points.
Shot good there by Buck. Wildcats 3 for 3 from the line so far tonight. Another substitution. Smith, who did a terrific job, is going to take a break, and Abby Knapp's coming back in.
Yeah, great minutes off the bench by Smith, and having Abby Knapp and Smith off the bench tonight adds a little bit more firepower for this Ponies team.
She immediately picks up a rebound, and back come the Ponies. Rains Kimball, back to Raines. Weymouth. Austinport wants 3. Off the back rim. Rebound Weymouth. Weymouth's going to get fouled.
Offensive rebounds this quarter definitely in favor of the Ponies. Weymouth, that's her 6th rebound of this opening half, and chance to get her first points of the game, too.
Destiny Weymouth, a solid player, coached Lee by Ladd. Nice looking free throw there. Gilmore back in for Buck for the Wildcats. 2:26 left, first half. 19-16, Foxcroft. 2 from the line there for Weymouth. 4-point Ponies lead.
The Ponies coming out in full court pressure again here.
And Coach Llewellyn wants a timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it with them. Be right back with you on Eastern Maine Sports Media.
Sluggers baseball and softball training offers a variety of classes and leagues to expose you to a wider view of the game. Sluggers leads the way in baseball and softball training with industry-leading technology such as Hit Tracks that combines a traditional batting cage experience with modern analytics, all from the virtual diamond of your favorite ballpark. Check out Sluggers today on Facebook, schedule online, or call 207-951-2250 to start your journey with the best training staff around. Excellence starts at Sluggers.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Back to Foxcroft Academy here. Welcome back. 20-16. The Ponies have the lead. Just over 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Long pass here for Gilmore, and she's not going to be able to save it in.
And Chris, that's tough coming right out of the timeout. You know they drew something up against that press, and the play was there. Just slightly off in the execution, but better to see against this press. That's given them some trouble so far.
Absolutely. Abby Raines with it. Over to Austinport. Austinport back to Raines. Looks to Weymouth, deflected away. It's going to stay Ponies ball. Want to let you know, too, coming up on the Black Bear Crane halftime show, we're going to have Coach Matt Bartlett from the MCI girls team. He's going to talk here at halftime, and he's here watching this game, as that could be a possible first-round prelim matchup for the Huskies. Yeah,
it's possible that the loser of this one's going to face off against the Huskies. Whoever's playing, whether it be Foxcroft or Presque Isle, they'd be the home team, and the Huskies would be on the road. But a little scouting trip just in case that's the scenario.
Long pass here to Kimball in the corner, and she couldn't save it in. Ball's going to go back to the Wildcats. 1:39 to go. John Rowe.
Ponies sticking with this full court pressure. That pass there again in transition,
Gilmore.
Chris.
Yep, Gilmore came up with it. But up comes Austinport. Sliding and gets to it. To Kimball, to Destiny Weymouth, a 3. Back rim, no good. Rebound by Maynard. Now to John Rowe and off to Curtis. Curtis looks for Claremont, and she wasn't ready for it, and the ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, both teams just playing at a high pace this game. But you can, again, I mentioned it earlier, you can tell how much they understand what this game means. Diving on the floor, leaving everything on the court so far in this first half.
Grace O'Connell checked back in for the Wildcats, replacing Gilmore. See what Foxcroft's going to do. They look like they want to slow it down for this possession. With just a minute left, and the Wildcats took it away. Maynard came up with the steal.
Yeah, it looked like initially that ball might have been tipped by Claremont. Just great active hands on the inside, denying the post.
Well, we're going to get a 10-second call here. As Jandro was kind of tied up, fell to the floor, and before you know it, 10 seconds was called, so ball's going to go back to the Ponies here.
It's difficult to dribble through this press, but Jandro very capable. That time she just happened to run into the trap, and not much to be done in that type of situation.
Going to have a 3-second violation on the Ponies. So back we go with turnovers both ways. So see if Presque Isle can have a successful trip this time.
Normally, Chris, I'd say one side's going to play for one shot, but with the style of defense we've seen, I'm not sure the defense will allow you that opportunity to waste clock.
Curtis wants 3. Off, no good. Knapp with the rebound. Abby Knapp providing the spark for the Ponies. Raines tried to catch that, and Jondro intercepted it. Jondro with the steal. Jondro in the lane. Jondro good.
She's got that floater going, Chris.
Last second shot for Ostenport. No good. And that's how we're going to end the first half. It's going to be 20 for Foxcroft, 18 for Presque Isle. Back with you for the halftime show right after this.
Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine. Call and stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at Kimball Insurance Agency, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business. Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Call and stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Welcome back here, and thank you for joining us on the Black Bear Crane Halftime Show. I'm now joined by MCI Huskies head coach Matt Bartlett. Coach, so out here on the court tonight is potentially a situation where you'd face the loser if it works out in terms of hill points, and that's the way everything goes. So you're on a little bit of a scouting trip here tonight. But your Husky squad had a pretty successful year. You're going to be on the road in a prelim game, but 12-6. How do you feel, and where do you feel you have your team at headed into a prelim run, and hopefully for your squad, the tournament to follow?
So with Waterville, it was a good boost for us. You know, we got a big win. You know, everyone played well. Everyone worked hard. Coming out tonight, two teams are tough. They're really tough, both ends of the floor. You know, we're ready to play. You know, that's all we're waiting for now, just who we're going to play.
And is it a good morale booster for your team as well, being able to, you know, come together kind of as a unit and a group? And one, you are doing the X's and O's, and you're trying to get a scouting report on the team you could potentially be facing. But also it's an opportunity for your group to be together at the end of the year and spend some time together. What do you think is, you know, kind of the positives of an experience like this where you're on the road on a scouting trip?
It's the team bonding. It's all about team bonding. Monday night, we're going to have a dinner right before our prelim game. Team bonding is more important than anyone thinks. You know, getting the girls together, no stress, eat some food, hang out, eat some chips over there too. It's good for the girls. Yeah,
and you mentioned it a moment ago, and let's get back to this first half of action. Thank you again for joining us on the Black Bear Crane Halftime Show. Two teams that overall have a similar style, and that's why we're at a 20-18 point in the game right now. as a coach, I have to ask, what did you see from, I'll start with Foxcroft side and things that, maybe they were doing well and get inside the mind of a coach and things you noticed from that first half of action that you might make note of depending on how this game goes?
The Reigns girl's tough. She's tough. The way she penetrates the court, kicks out to open shooters, she controls that defense, their offense, Looking at Presque Isle, though, that girl, number 50, I don't know her name, but she's tough. She works hard, 20, attacks the rim really hard. They spread the floor very well, drive and kick, find open shooters. So we're just looking at what we can do defensively, especially against both these teams. Dribble penetration is tough to beat. When you got a girl that's really quick, it's tough to stay handled sometimes.
And their style of defense as well, and we've done some of your games, and the tempo of this game seems to be up and down the court and fast, and we know that you guys are accustomed to playing in that way. Stylistically and matchup-wise, no matter how this game goes, do you feel like there's contrasting styles to the way you guys like to play the game, or do you feel kind of at home with the way you've seen this game play out style-wise?
We like the up and down, but honestly, we'd probably slow it down a little bit. Get up possessions the half court. That's what we're working on lately, but we're going to do our best. That's all we can do.
We've seen plenty of your games. We know you well, and we know you're going to continue to do good things. And best of luck to whether it's one of these two teams. I believe it probably will be the loser, depending on how the points work out. But regardless, best of luck to you and your teams in the prelims, and it's been a pleasure to do your games this year. And who knows, we could be doing more at the tournament soon. But
I'd love to see it.
At this time, we're going to send it over to a quick commercial break and rejoin you for more of the Black Bear Crane Halftime Show.
Sluggers baseball and softball training offers a variety of classes and leagues to expose you to a wider view of the game. Sluggers leads the way in baseball and softball training with industry-leading technology such as Hit Tracks that combines a traditional batting cage experience with modern analytics, all from the virtual diamond of your favorite ballpark. Check out Sluggers today on Facebook, schedule online, or call 207-951-2250 to start your journey with the best training staff around. Excellence starts at Sluggers.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the MPA, are the 49,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Maine. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Welcome back here to the Black Bear Crane Halftime Show. Saw some of our great sponsors. I'm going to tell you about a few more. Black Bear Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman, covering the state of Maine, with cranes from 27 to 240 tons. From roof truffers, HVAC units, steel and precast erection, to modular home and communications equipment, call 977-BEAR today. If you need a vehicle, contact Sonny, Sean, Brian, and Ryan at Hartley's. Easy financing available, great selection of new and used. Call 207-368-5751. And we wanted to thank our replay sponsor as well, and that's Maine Mapping Company. And I'm going to talk about a little bit about the first half here, Zach.
Yeah.
Jondro for Presque Isle leads the way with 8 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. They were 3 or 4 from the foul line. The Ponies are winning the rebounding battle right now, 14-10. But Hallie Page just kept the Ponies. Wow, they're ahead right now on the scoreboard, 20-18.
Yeah, and Hallie Page, what a first half for her, those 11 points. But I think the biggest swing in this game and difference in this game so far has been her 3 3-pointers. The ability for her to be able to stretch that court in the first half, it paid off. And a monster second quarter from her and 6 points and 2 threes, it made the difference.
Certainly did as we get third quarter underway. 2-point game here at Foxcroft Academy. Just kind of about what we expected. Weymouth for 3. No good. We're going to get a rebound and foul. I believe it's going to go on Kimball.
That was a great box out inside by Georgia Maynard, just fighting for position. Not the tallest player on the court, but you watch her box out, and she does an excellent job.
Here comes that Foxcroft pressure, as we're used to seeing. Chandra will try to break it.
Be interested to see how much of that halftime conversation was about that press, Chris.
Yeah, Gilmore looked inside the buck, but she got tied up by Weymouth. Ball's going to stay with Presque Isle.
Both teams having to contend with the press tonight, Chris.
Absolutely, and that was a good hustle play there by Weymouth to get back on Buck and tie her up before she could go up to the basket. Nice pass there to Maynard underneath, up no good. And the rebound came down to Raines.
Had the right idea on that trip down, did Maynard. Just found herself a little too underneath her own basket. As that
one, we got a glass wedgie is what they call it.
That's a wedgie there, Chris.
Yeah, we don't see that too often, no. Oh.
Doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Levi Ladd wants that counted for the Ponies. He's not going to get it, but the Ponies are going to stay with the basketball.
That was quite the ups there.
That was very nice.
My knees hurt after watching that.
Austin Port in the lane against Gilmore. No good, and Jondro came down with it.
Great rebound on the weak side by Jondro. Foul. See that one's against.
Second to go, Weymouth, I believe that's her third.
That's the give and take again, and Weymouth sticking in this ball game with those 3 fouls. Great job there.
Yeah.
That was close though, Chris.
Yeah, the ball went off of Curtis, and Weymouth made that happen.
I guess that's why you leave her in despite the 3rd foul. She makes plays like that happen.
Still going to be aggressive despite the 3 fouls. Weymouth to Raines. Looking inside to Austinport. Raines going to go in the lane. Off to Kimball, back to Austinport. She wants 3. That's short. Jondro with a rebound. 7 rebounds now for Jondro. She looks to Gilmore, and she just barely got that ball. Into Buck. And she's going to get fouled, and that's going to be the 4th on Weymouth.
Yeah, and that's the major risk there. 6:51 left in the 3rd quarter. Yeah. Weymouth has been a crucial part of this ball game so far.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to keep her in. He's going to go to the bench and bring Allie Smith in.
You got to assume that's the last you've seen of her for a little while.
Beautiful foul shot there by Buck.
2 of 3 on the game with 1 more coming for Buck.
Yeah, beautiful rotation on that shot.
Had a 3 earlier on, just a very nice form.
And we spoke too soon.
Yeah.
Smith with the rebound there. She's done a nice job on the glass as well.
Yeah, unofficially I have her down for 6 rebounds off the bench.
Nice steal there by Jondro. She's going to go up. And she got blocked by Kimball, but followed up by Maynard. Go up. And she got blocked by Kimball, but saw that replay brought to you by Maine Mapping Company. Thank you to them for that sponsorship. Tie up here, and the ball's going to go back over to the Wildcats.
Jondro and Maynard are just, Maynard might not have as many in the stat sheet, but the effort and intensity level that those two especially have brought to the table today is really what's keeping the Wildcats in this game right now.
Page to the bench, Addie Day back in for the Ponies. Jen Curtis with it. Jondro just inside the line. No good. Kimball with the rebound.
That's going to be a foul. I believe it's going to go against Jondro.
Yep, just a little bit too aggressive.
Maybe a little bit some frustration following the shot there, but Jondro's been out there, I believe, every minute of this ball game so far.
Yeah, I don't remember her coming out at all.
She's been impressive. Give her a lot of credit.
Yeah, she's the leader of this team, lead scorer. Does a lot of things. She's the assist leader. Steals leader as well on this squad. Rains looks to Smith, to Kimball, and Jondro came up with a loose ball. Jondro wants to go in the lane. Up and in. Jondro wants to go in the lane. Up and in.
Jondro just does such a great job changing her speeds and now making things happen on defense.
Well, Presque Isle fans don't agree with that call, but Levi Ladd wants a timeout. We're going to take it with him and be right back with you on Eastern Main.
And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Back with you here at Foxcroft Academy, and 23-20. Wildcats have started this third quarter on a 5-0 run, 3-point lead. And what do you think Levi Ladd's talking about over in the pony saddle?
I think he's just looking for them to calm down just a little bit. They were doing good things against this zone defense in the first half for the Ponies. They got to get back to some of the discipline they had. Move the ball, no cross-court passes, pass with a purpose, and avoid the turnovers.
Rains with it. Austinport nearly lost it out of bounds. Got it back, wants to go into Smith, back to Austinport.
Smith does an excellent job of passing out of the post.
Kimball lost it, and Curtis came up with it. Curtis looks ahead to Gilmore, inside the box. Deflected by, that's going to be Rains. I'm going to give her a block on that.
Yeah, definitely impacted that shot there.
And now Jondro with a steal.
Jondro coming alive this second half. Impressive in the first half, but making a ton of things happen this third quarter.
Jondro with it. Wildcats running their offense. Buck wants three. No good. Jondro with the offensive rebound goes up and in.
Jondro approaching double-double territory. I've got her for 8 rebounds. Now at 10 points. 12 points, rather.
Austinport. Curtis took that away. Steal for Curtis. And now a foul in the backcourt on Rains.
Slow start to this second half for the Ponies. The style of defense they play, they can get themselves back into any ball game.
Page back in for Foxcroft and Claremont in for Presque Isle. Right now the Wildcats are on a 9-0 run, Zach.
Yeah, answering an earlier previous run by the Ponies that happened early on in this game that got them back into the lead and swing of things.
Jondro with it. To Curtis down the lane. No good, and Rains came away with it.
That shot didn't fall, but that was an excellent screen by Curtis, and the roll was there. More often than not, offensively, that's going to go your way.
Kind of a foul. Looks like that foul went on Maynard. That's the second foul on Presque Isle. Kimball into Smith, over to Austinport. She wants 3. Off, no good. Claremont with a rebound.
I've been very impressed with the play of Claremont in this one. Off the bench initially, but she's just been all over the floor, very active, the little things, making things happen.
That's going to go off the foot of Jondro. And the ball's going to go back to Foxcroft. Zach, we're 4 minutes and 27 seconds here into the third quarter, and we haven't had a basket for haven't had a point for the Ponies yet.
Not yet. The lid on the rim to start this second half for them, but give a lot of credit to this Wildcats defense. You see another miss there.
Yeah, Austinport no good. Jondro with another rebound.
Number 9 of the game.
Goes over to Gilmore. Oh, she tried to go to Curtis, and Page took it away. Steal by Hallie Page. See if maybe Somebody like Page could knock down a shot here for the Ponies. Anybody really at this point. Smith tried to go up. Curtis, she had all ball.
Yeah, that was near jump ball territory there, Chris.
Yeah, Jondro another rebound. She lost it though, and Kimball went up and in for the first 2 of the third quarter for the Ponies.
Although she lost it, that was the 10th rebound on the game for Jondro. So she's in double-double now.
Nearly a turnover there, and now it is a turnover. Mater nearly lost it, got it back, and then tried to go to Claremont and threw it a little bit too long. That's going to be O'Connell checking back in for the Wildcats, replacing Gilmore. That's been a popular substitution for the Wildcats.
This game has had a lot of momentum shifting, the pendulum shifting, so to speak. And right now it's starting to get back into the Ponies' favor, or not.
Going to throw that away. It's going to go back to the Wildcats.
I think the style of defense these two teams have played, it's impossible not to be a little bit fatigued and impact the game a little bit that way. So the execution can lack in certain regards when both sides are playing as hard as they are out here tonight.
Yeah, another big Class B boys matchup tonight. Orono defeated Caribou 61-51. We just got the final on that. Thank you to Mark Kalman passing that on to us. Awesomport, no good. That's another rebound for Jondro.
Been all over the place on the glass so far tonight.
Maynard up and in.
All over the place on the glass so far tonight.
Maynard up and in. Thank you to Maine Mapping Company for that replay, as Presque Isle now has taken a 27-22 lead. And we're going to keep it right here, 30-second timeout. And she's now 9-2 third quarter here as sparked the Wildcats. And a lot of that had to do with the play of Anna Jondro.
Yeah, Anna Jondro, she's been all over the place tonight. Got a double-double already with 1:58 left in the third quarter. But there's been other names involved as well. Georgia Maynard done a great job. Curtis impacted the game in that first half, but also doing a nice job of the little things so far in the second. But definitely leader out there on the court so far, and this one's been Anna Jondro.
Team's coming out of the timeout now.
I assume that timeout there taken by the Wildcats was, let's get back into our system a little bit here. We really had things going our way momentum-wise. We started making some unforced errors, uncharacteristic errors. Let's get back to the way we were playing before.
Foxcroft looking for some momentum here as they go inside to Smith. She goes up and in.
Tough to contend with inside. Once Allie Smith gets to her spot, she's very consistent.
Curtis trying to break the backcourt pressure, and that's going to be another foul. That's on Reams.
I believe that's her second or third, Chris.
It might be her third. It is.
Keep in mind, Weymouth left this third quarter early with her fourth foul.
And the fouls right now are 5-2, so only 2 more fouls to work with here for the Ponies before you send the Wildcats in the bonus. Jondro tried to go up, got deflected. Maynard got it. Over to Claremont, and now to Buck. Looks to Jan Curtis. She tried to go to Claremont, and she threw it out of bounds.
That was the right idea there, trying to get into the flow of the offense, but a little bit of a miscommunication.
Looks like Addie Day, Olivia Hill, and Abby Knapp have all checked in for the Ponies. Giving a few of their regulars here a breather here towards the end of the third quarter is Coach Ladd. Knapp with it. Kimball over to Page.
Page impacted that first half quite a bit with her three-point shooting.
Knapp in the lane. No good. Had a good look there. Curtis came down with a rebound. Almost thrown away. Maynard's going to try to go, and Knapp's going to deflect that out of bounds. Good hustle by Abby Knapp.
Yeah, Abby Knapp just saved a layup at the other end with that hustle and transition.
This game certainly does feel like it's going to come down to the final moments, does it not?
It does indeed, and right now, in those final moments, the fouls, they favor Presque Isle in this one.
Yeah, 5-2 in fouls this quarter. Buck with it, over to Jondro, to Curtis. Beautiful pass by Jondro. Curtis up, no good. Kimball came down with the rebound for the Ponies.
An excellent look on the interior by Jondro there.
This is Olivia Hill. She passed up the shot, went over to Addie Day. Now to Kimball. Knapp tried to go to Addie Day, and she lost it out of bounds.
Be interested to see if Presque Isle works for one shot, just 22.9 on the clock.
Likely they will here with a 3-point lead.
Easier said than done, contending with this full court pressure.
Jan Curtis tries to break that pressure, and that ball was picked off by Hill. She's going to go to Abby Knapp, who wants a jumper. That's up no good, and Jondro came down with another rebound. Here comes Jondro. Less than 5 seconds to go. Out to Curtis for three. Short, no good. That's the way with the end of the third quarter. 27 for Presque Isle, 24 for Foxcroft. Be back with the fourth quarter on East Main Sports Media.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
All across New England, business owners are finding new ways to succeed. Families are working hard to provide for their loved ones and their future. It's the spirit of New Englanders that inspires all of us to do more. It's in our employees, our customers, and our communities. Every day we do more. Because at Bangor Savings Bank, we truly believe you matter more.
Back to Foxcroft Academy here as we get ready for the fourth quarter with the Wildcats leading over Foxcroft 27-24. They outscored the Ponies 9-4 in that third quarter. And you're the Ponies here, Zach. Only 4 points that quarter. What are they going to have to do here in the fourth quarter?
Well, you got to try to play without fouling. I mean, that's first and foremost. Annie Raines with the third. If she gets out of this ball game, you lose. It's looked like that ball was tipped. It's going to stay with the Ponies, but you can't lose Annie Raines in this one. And also, once you get Weymouth back in, you got to remember she was out the majority of that quarter. Your offensive flow is a little bit different. So getting adjusted here in the fourth quarter.
Knapp in the lane. She's going to try to go, and she got fouled. Block. They're going to call it on Buck, I believe. And that's going to be 2 shots for Knapp as well. They're going to call it on the foul.
Abby Knapp does a great job of just finding opportunities to get a shot up at the rim, and great job there.
Absolutely. This is only the third and fourth attempts of the night for the Ponies, and that missed by Knapp. They're 2 for 3 so far.
Every point's going to matter down the stretch here, Chris, in a tight ball game.
Certainly is. Knapp's second one's up and good, so we got a 2-point game.
Stick with his full court press.
Yep, all over it. And almost a steal there by Hill. Nice job by Olivia Hill.
The Wildcats need someone cutting to the ball in that situation. It's tough to make that cross-court pass with the pressure of this Ponies press.
And they got it back again. It's in the hands of Raines. She wants to go to Smith. Curtis tipped it away, and Jondro now has it for the Wildcats.
Great recognition there by Curtis. Knew exactly what the Ponies wanted to do.
Jondro dials up 3, up no good. Rebound fought for. Knapp on the floor. They're going to call a travel.
It was very close to a jump ball situation there, Chris, but nobody else had their arms on it, and Knapp did the best she could, but ended up with a travel there. And checking back into the game with 4 fouls is Destiny Weymouth.
Yeah. 7-18 is a long way to go with 4 fouls, so she's going to have to be careful. Jondro in the lane, up and good.
What a hook shot there by Jondro, able to contort her body. Gets point number 14 of the ball game.
Yeah, beautiful move there by Jondro. Now Weymouth, who just checked back in. Goes over to Knapp. She looked inside the range. She wasn't open. Awesomport.
The cross-court pass is open here, but the perimeter guards for the Wildcats doing such a good job. You're not able to see that open player across the court for the Ponies.
Knapp with it. She wants to go across to Olivia Hill. And Maynard took it away.
Yeah, just not quite able to control that cross-court pass. And give credit to this Wildcat defense.
Jondro to Buck to Curtis. Buck. Look to Maynard. Awesomport with some good defense there. Back to Curtis. Tipped away by Knapp. Hill had it. Got it taken away by Jondro. Now Raines, and now there's a scramble. Now Maynard's trying to get it. And now Ladd Levi Ladd wants a timeout, and we're going to keep it right here, Zach. And you've seen some of our great sponsors on our commercials throughout the broadcast, and Zach's going to go ahead and tell you about a few more of our sponsors.
Black Bear Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons, from roof trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erection to modular home and communications equipment. Call 977-BEAR today. If you need a vehicle, contact Sonny, Sean, Brian, or Ryan at Hartley's. Easy financing available, great selection of new and used. Call 207-368-5751. And our replay sponsor, Maine Mapping Company. Maine Mapping Company provides all of your land surveying and mapping needs throughout the state of Maine. Centrally located in Dexter, Maine Mapping provides boundary, topographic, and aerial surveys, as well as construction survey services statewide. Visit us at www.mainemappingco.com or check out our Facebook page to get more information or request a quote.
Thank you for that, Zach. And 29-25, Presque Isle in the lead. We have 6:11 left. We did get some information that the loser of this game will be playing MCI in the prelim, and the winner, whoever that might be, will play Belfast or Herman. So some information there, hot off the wire.
Yep, so the scouting trip by the MCI Huskies, and thank you, Coach Bartlett of the MCI Huskies. The scouting trip for them paid off.
Nice knock away there by Curtis, and the ball's back to the Wildcats. So after that timeout by Coach Ladd, Ponies couldn't draw up anything that worked, and now the Wildcats back to work on offense. Claremont with that. Look to Curtis. Raines took it away.
That was
Raines
great
looks.
hands.
Awesomeport's wide open. She fakes. She goes up. No good. Knapp with the rebound. Up. No good. Rebound by Raines. She's fouled. Up and good. Rebound by Raines. She's fouled. Up and good. What a play by Annie Raines.
It's what she does. She's not the tallest player out there on the court, but she never stops working towards the basketball. You saw it on full display right there.
Certainly did. What a circus shot that was that went up and in. She can't get the free throw. Rebound came down to O'Connell.
I think that foul's going to go against Annie Raines, actually, from behind.
It is.
That's her fourth.
Yep, that is. That's a big call right there. One of the key players, a couple key players now have 4 fouls for the Ponies.
And both on the court.
Weymouth and Raines, both on the court, with still 5:25 left in the fourth quarter.
Great steal, though, in transition. And another note, Chris, that's the 6th team foul, so it's going to be free throws rest of the way out for the Wildcats.
Oh, we're going to have a travel there by Knapp. Austin Porga did a great job to get the possession back, but travel there is going to give it back to the Wildcats. And that is a big thing. Not only the 4 fouls on both those players, but the next foul, Presque Isle is going to be shooting foul shots.
And that might be what this game boils down to down the stretch here.
We're going to get a timeout here by Presque Isle. We're going to go ahead and take it with them anyways, and we'll be right back with you on East Maine Sports.
Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine. And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Back with you here at Foxcroft Academy, 29-27. Presque Isle in the lead with 5:08 left here in this fourth quarter. Zach, this is really everything we expected. Defensive battle both ways, bodies sliding on the floor, loose balls. This is exactly what we thought would happen tonight.
Absolutely, and you're seeing why these two respective teams are 7 and 8 in Class B. I mean, they're very evenly matched. They're right in the thick of everything and playing each other very tough tonight.
Yeah, and both play the same kind of styles, too, as well, as you've seen. At times it's looked like a rugby scrub out there, you know.
You can tell it's a game that matters to either side, and they're showing it out there on the court.
Weymouth tried to go up, and I think she got fouled. She got hit on the arm. That's going to be 2 shots for Weymouth. Trying to even the game here with 4:33 to go.
Opportunity indeed, and the game is actually, that's a 4th foul on Jandro.
That's big too, very big. Weymouth's 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Make it 3 for 3.
Closest the game's been since early into the second half in that third quarter, Chris.
That one's going to be short. Kimball got the rebound now. She went up no good. Knapp tried to tip it. Kimball came back down with it. Awesomport. Baseline. Looks for Weymouth to Rains. Rains to Knapp. That went out of bounds. Little out of control that time by the Ponies. A little bit too much of a rushed offense that time.
Yeah, I felt like they had to get that shot off right then and there because they were close to the rim and had the right idea, just not quite able to execute, and that's Weymouth's 5th foul and free throws. It's tough because as a player, your mindset is go mode at all times, and it's a tough spot to have Destiny Weymouth be in, but at the head of the press.
Yeah, waiting for Coach Glad to make a sub here for Weymouth, and Haley Page is going to re-enter the game. That's kind of a big loss there. Weymouth's a solid player for the Ponies. And you also got Rains with 4 as well. And Jondo, who's at the line, also has 4 for the Wildcats.
Massive shot there on the front end of the 1-and-1. Got a little bit of momentum now with Weymouth out. Got this back to a 2-point lead.
These 1-and-1s are so important. And she makes them count. 31-28. We're going to have Claremont coming in. Jandro's actually going to check out.
She's going to come back into this ball game very quickly. I think this is an offense-defense type substitution. You don't want Jandro to try to pick up, that 5th foul, but you run the risk of not being able to get her back into the ball game for a little bit here.
Page with it. Awesomport. Rains was calling for it. She's got it close in by Claremont. Page wants 3. She got it, and she got fouled. Page wants 3. She got it, and she got Nice looking shot for 3 there. Chance for a rare 4-point play here.
I mean, what a big play in this ball game. Ties the game up, 4-point play. Look at the total team fouls now. And Jandro's going to be checking back in next opportunity. Can't convert the 4-point play, though.
Oh, but she comes up with a steal and scores a layup, and the Ponies have taken the lead.
That turned into a 5-point play off the steal.
33-31. And Coach Flewelling wants a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. And what a turn of events, Zach. Talk about that last 45 seconds.
Well, I mean, that was just a massive swing. You saw the game. It's a 5-0 run off the hand of Hallie Page in about 20 seconds. Hallie Page checked back into this ball game, replacing Destiny Weymouth, who fouled out, and just like that, she's the leading scorer for the Ponies. She's got 16. Just momentum-wise as well, a massive swing. We've got a long way to go. I mean, it's just a 2-point lead now, but this is a very good timeout taken by Coach Flewelling and try to calm her group down. What you don't want is the turnover to start to spread here and turn the ball over a few more times. You did get Jandro back into the game. Maybe you would have liked to have had her on the previous press, but
yeah, just those plays by Paige, even that 3-pointer that she had a chance at a 4-point play on, that was a momentum changer. It could be a momentum changer and come up with the outcome of this game.
And she's got 4 threes on the game. So
Curtis with it, and Presque Isle now down by 2. Jandro's back in the game as we expected. O'Connell up no good. Rebound by Curtis. She got blocked by Knapp.
That was a great rebound inside by Curtis. Abby Knapp, well done recognizing the situation. Able to defend without fouling there.
Page, she said the hot hand, to say the least.
Now you can kind of work the offense a little bit here, though.
2-point lead with just over 3 minutes left. Rains wants 3. That's going to be off no good. Tipped around and Jondro came down with it. She's going to try to go and she's going to get fouled. And that's going to be 1-1 again for the Wildcats.
The risk reward. You've seen it pay off and opportunities for free layups at the rim. Here, you're giving Jondro, who just nailed 2 before and is 4-4 on the game, giving her opportunities at the free throw line.
Boy, beautiful looking foul shots for Jondro.
Going to be another offense-defense substitutions. Claremont's checked in, or going to be checking in to replace Jondro, with Jondro still having those 4 fouls.
That's good, and we're tied again. Out comes Jondro, in comes Claremont. Offensive-defensive switch again for Coach Llewellyn, and we're tied up.
I have Jondro.
33.
I have Jondro for 18 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists.
Yeah,
unofficially.
Had a great night. Page wants 3 more, and that one's going to be long. Maynard came down with the rebound for the Wildcats. 2:40 left. Tie ball game. Maynard wants 3. She got 3.
That's just another massive shot and swing in this fourth quarter. Momentum back to the Wildcats now.
Big one there. 3-point lead. Just under 2.5 minutes remaining.
They answered the 5-0 Hallie Page run with a 5-0 run of their own.
Game's definitely had back and forth swings all night long. Just when you think one team gets some breathing room, the other team comes back. Rain says, I'll do it again.
Clairvoyant Chris over here. You saw that play coming.
Curtis, she traveled.
And look at the Ponies bench. They're into it in this one.
Just as we said earlier, this game was going to probably come down to the last couple minutes, and it certainly looks that way as the game's tied at 36. Jondro's going to come back in on defense, though, this time for the Wildcats.
1:54 remaining. You just got to run the gamble now.
3-pointer too long. Knapp's going to pick up her rebounding foul.
And that's a massive one because you're giving free throws at the other end.
Yep, it is still a 1-and-1. They still have one more foul till we reach the double bonus. But these are, I can't even tell you how massive these foul shots are, these 1-and-1s.
That was the 9th team foul there, Chris. So
yep.
Be 2 free throws the rest of the way out.
Curtis got that one to roll in.
Ice cold by Jan
really,
Curtis.
Really done a good job hitting these 1-and-1s here in the fourth quarter. They're 5 of 5 from the free throw line this quarter.
Big spot for the freshman.
No good. Rebound by Kimball. And now the Ponies have a chance to take the lead. 37-36. Presque Isle, 1:40 to go. Thanks for joining us tonight in an exciting game from Foxcroft Academy. Rains in the lane, no good. Curtis for the rebound.
You got to try to control the ball here if you're the Wildcats. Opportunity
Buck is open. Up, no good. Rebound again, up and good. Big basket there, rebound by Buck. Levi Ladd wants a timeout. 39-36, 1:19 to go. We'll be right back with you on Eastern Maine Sports Media.
All across New England, business owners are finding new ways to succeed. Families are working hard to provide for their loved ones and their future. It's the spirit of New Englanders that inspires all of us to do more. It's in our employees, our customers, and our communities. Every day we do more. Because at Bangor Savings Bank, we truly believe you matter more.
Welcome back, Foxcroft Academy. Exciting games coming right down to the wire. 39-36 Presque Isle, 1:19 to go. And I want to say this before we end the broadcast, just because I might not have a chance to say it, but this game will conclude the 2022-23 regular season for high school basketball.
Yeah. You are, if you're still watching with us now, and we hope you are, because this is a great basketball game. You
probably
are
the last game going on in the state right now, so This will conclude the regular season. It is the last game going on right now. Got clarification from Mark on that. So, big possession to say the least here for Foxcroft, Zach.
You don't need a 3, but you got to play with a little bit more tempo here for the Ponies. You still got plenty of ball game left. You know it's going to come down to free throw shooting, but you got to be aggressive.
Austin for it. Page. Austin for it. Over to Rains. She's got that kind of distance. She didn't take it there. Austin Port with it. We're down to 45 seconds.
Yeah, too much time coming off the clock here for the Ponies. They got to get aggressive or go to the rim.
Rains for 3. She got it! What a shot by Annie Rains, and we're tied at 39 with 30 seconds left.
And another timeout taken by Coach Flewelling.
Oh, what a shot by Rains.
Annie Rains said, Zach doesn't know what he's talking about in terms of too much time coming off the clock. I'm going to bank in a 3 here.
Oh, goodness. What a game, though. Back and forth. Just when you think one team has it wrapped up, pulls ahead, the other team comes back.
What a game. What a fourth quarter. This is the 7-8 matchup so far in Class B.
This is getting us tournament ready is what this is getting us. So.
It is that atmosphere. This is a battle for playoff seeding. We know that the loser of tonight's action will be facing MCI. We got to talk to Coach Bartlett earlier, so that's been confirmed now. But neither side wants to lose this ball game.
No, absolutely not.
The way how hard they're playing in the down the stretch here.
And Annie Rains just proved that by said, I'm just going to dial it up from right here. Why not?
Annie Rains, 11 points on the game, 8 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, she's been huge to say the least. What do you think? What do you think Presque Isle does here? You think they're going to hold for one shot, or what do you think they're going to do here?
I think you understand that the Ponies are probably going to apply some pressure, which I'm not sure if I would do if I was the Ponies in this situation.
Obviously, if you get a layup, you're going to take it.
You got
an open shot.
You got to be strong with the ball. That's first and foremost. We're getting close to a violation.
It is 5 seconds. Ball's going to go back to Foxcroft. And the Ponies are going to have a chance to regain the lead.
Wow.
Unbelievable ending here at Foxcroft Academy.
That's tough coming out of the timeout as well.
Rains with it.
Coach Ladd might want the last shot taken here.
25 seconds.
You just got to take care of the ball in this situation. And keep in mind, a Presque Isle foul is free throws.
Austinport, 15. Rains in the lane, off the glass, no good. Jandro, it goes to O'Connell. Here she comes down the lane, scoops it up, no good. Rebound by Knapp, 4 seconds left. Abby Knapp looks underneath the page. Ball's tipped around, we're going to go to overtime.
We've got free basketball to end the regular season in Maine High School basketball.
We'll be right back with the overtime on East Maine Sports Media. Don't go anywhere.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Back to Foxcroft Academy, and Zach, I think I'm going to lose my voice
after
those last few minutes.
I don't blame you at all, Chris. We're knotted up 39s.
I'm not even a participant, and I'm excited.
I mean, how can you not be? It's a great basketball game we're seeing before us. It's the final basketball game of the regular season across the state of Maine, and of course it's going to go to overtime.
And I hope everybody's taking advantage of that and tuning in to watch the end of this one, because this has been entertaining, to say the least. And Rains, that fourth quarter. What can you say about Annie Rains?
I mean, 8 points in that fourth quarter alone. The 3. That shot, depending on how this game ends for the Ponies, honestly, either way, that shot's going to live in infamy there, and then legend, I should say. The bank shot was open, but it wasn't just her. I mean, Hallie Page, 5 points. Destiny Weymouth fouled out. Keep in mind, we're in an overtime period where Annie Rains has 4 fouls and Jandro has 4 fouls for the Wildcats.
Yep. Either of those go out, that's going to be a huge loss Tip is controlled by Foxcroft. Kimball has it. Foxcroft to the offense here first in this 4-minute overtime. Overtime number 1. We might as well call it that. We could go on after the set.
With the way these two teams have played, I wouldn't be surprised, Chris. But
yeah, let's play 3 or 4, Zach. That's what I say.
Well, we did see, I believe, the record in terms of overtimes in the state earlier this year in Maine high school basketball.
Yep, 8 overtimes. Reigns with it. Knapp loses it. Back to Reigns. She dials up 3 more. No good. Maynard with the rebound. And I believe she lost it on the end line.
Yeah.
She did.
Good battle for it. Just didn't quite control it on the initial rebound there, and it ends up landing on the end line.
Looks like she might have tried to get control of it, but when she tried to dribble it, she dribbled it on that end line.
That's the 5-second violation.
That is, yep. Kimball couldn't get it in.
How many
Presque Isle
times?
Takes over.
How many times on an inbounds play have we seen just stellar defense by either side denying the ball? That's the second 5-second violation we've seen in the last few minutes.
Jondro trying to break this press, gets it to Curtis.
Buck was wide open underneath, and that's going to be 2 free throws and a foul on Kimball.
Foxcroft fans wanted a double dribble call here against Curtis out near midcourt. She kept going, and eventually she drew the foul on Kimball. She's going to get 2 at the line. Curtis, she's played a solid game for the Wildcats tonight. She might not show up in the scorebook, but what she's done otherwise has affected this game for sure, especially some of that pressure that Foxcroft's been applying. No good on the first one for Curtis. 3:14 left.
Good on the second. That's going to be Claremont checking back in, replacing O'Connell.
So 1 of 2 from the line there, and it's 40-39 now. Presque Isle up by 1. We did want to remind people, too, of the audio broadcast we have coming up of the basketball tournament, BC&D, that starts a week from tonight at the Cross Center in Bangor. So nice shot there by Paige.
What a look by Abby Knapp as well.
Knapp with the assist. 2 points there for Paige. We're going to have a turnover on Presque Isle, so it's going to go back to Foxcroft Academy. As I was saying, Zach, I want people to keep an eye out for when we do get the schedule, because we are going to have those audio broadcasts for the first time in our history, East Maine Sports Media. We're going to be able to provide some audio broadcasts from the BC&D tournaments in Bangor.
Very excited for the opportunity. It's going to be a ton of fun. We hope you join us for it.
Reigns, she wants to go baseline, goes around Bach, up, no good. Maynard tipped it, but Reigns touched it last, and it's going to go back to Presque Isle. Going to have a substitution here. Number 5 coming in, Grace O'Connell for the Wildcats, replacing Claremont.
Offense, defense, substitutions.
See if Jondro maybe could come up with something big here for the Wildcats. Down by 1. 2:25 left in the overtime. Jondro. She tried to go to Curtis, and she threw it away.
That was a well-designed play. The roll was there. Just we're into the overtime period. A lot of minutes logged by either side. Execution just slightly off on that trip.
Kimball with it. Every possession important here in overtime. No different on this one. Austinport. They're not going to rush anything.
Well, Chris, with the Wildcats being in the zone here, you have the opportunity to take some time off the clock. I expect the Wildcats to extend this zone pressure and not allow the Ponies to just sit there and hold on to the basketball.
Next foul on Presque Isle will put the Ponies in the 1-and-1. Kimball, she thought about shooting. She faked it. I don't think she was really going to shoot it. Paige.
This is a great possession by the Ponies, taking some time off the clock.
We're down to 1:33. Austinport. Paige is playing catch.
You don't want to telegraph these passes too much, though. This is better swinging the ball back across, reversing sides of the court here. And now the Wildcats are in a man-to-man, it would appear.
Underneath, Reigns has Kimball alone. She goes up and in, and she got fouled. Reigns has Kimball alone. She goes up and in, and she got fouled. What a play, what a pass, what a shot by Maddie Kimball, and she has a chance to give Foxcroft a 4-point lead with 1:16 to go in the overtime. What clutch plays by Annie Raines.
What just
Clutch.
a massive play, but Kimball had to contort to make that off on the free throw attempt, so it remains a one-possession game, but nonetheless a massive shot.
Here comes Jondro. She goes up, no good. She got her own rebound. She went up. She got fouled by Smith. Up, no good. She got her own rebound. She went up. She got fouled by 6 from the free throw line.
She's got 18 points. I have her down for 14 rebounds, 3 assists. Jondro, what a night.
She's as smooth as they come from the foul line.
And they matter right now.
Certainly do. Levi Ladd wants a timeout. It's a full timeout. Go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back with you for the rest of the overtime on Eastern Maine Sports Media.
All across New England, business owners are finding new ways to succeed. Families are working hard to provide for their loved ones and their future. It's the spirit of New Englanders that inspires all of us to do more. It's in our employees, our customers, and our communities. Every day we do more. Because at Bangor Savings Bank, we truly believe you matter more.
Right back here at Foxcroft Academy. So 43-41, Jondro has one more at the line, Zach. 1:07 left. But the stars on both these teams, Raines and Jondro, what a game for both of these players.
I mean, and by the way, doing it with 4 fouls.
Yeah.
For the majority of that fourth quarter into the overtime.
Into the overtime. Yep. They have. They definitely haven't held back. That is for sure. And they have put on a show.
And how about some of the players from the Pony side that have had to step up, like Kimball and Paige? Paige has really been doing it all game, but with Weymouth out early into the fourth quarter as well.
Absolutely. And Maynard, Buck, and Curtis have also had important roles for the Wildcats tonight as well. That second one is no good, but Curtis got the rebound. She went up. No good. Ball deflected. Ball's going to go to Foxcroft. So Curtis had a chance to go up and tie that game. And the ball goes back to Foxcroft, and there goes maybe the biggest possession of the night right here, Zach.
It remains a one-possession game, and free throws, I say it again, but they very well may decide this one. The Wildcats are in a man-to-man now, not going to allow the Ponies to dribble too much out of the clock here. Expect Annie Raines to hold on to the ball. Jondro is on her. Jondro's not going to want to pick up that 5th foul as the foul comes now.
Yep, Gilmore came up and fouled her. They didn't want Jondro to foul out.
I don't believe we'll see this call, but you got to be careful when you're going for the ball like that because you want to make sure you're making a play on the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, so many times we see, I wouldn't say so many times, but we do see where intentional fouls are called, especially if you're making that contact, not going for the ball.
Everyone knows what you're trying to do,
yep,
but you got to make it look like a play on the ball.
Yes, you do. Raines. Annie Raines, as clutch as they come, hits that one. It's a one-possession game right now. She could make it 2 possessions with 43.3 seconds remaining. 44-41, Ponies. Raines. 2-possession game.
I mean, just clutch. 13
45.
points.
Yep, 45-41. And Coach Llewellyn wants a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. And, boy, Presque Isle, you're going to need what do you think, got to need a quick basket, obviously, right here, or draw a foul.
You don't need a 3 yet.
No, you don't need a 3.
You can. The main thing is this is going to be a free throw game, so you try to get a clean look at the rim. You attack the rim, but you have to do it understanding the Ponies are probably going to come out in pressure, and they're not going to make it easy to get this ball inbounds, so that's first and foremost. You don't need a 3. You drop a play that takes you to the rim. You try to get some contact. Maybe you can and one, and then you immediately get into your press, and you can't let too much time come off the clock. It's a 2-possession game, but with it just being a 4-point game, there's a lot of ways to get there. So.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And see what Presque Isle ends up drawing up here out of the timeout.
I expect something that's going to be run through Jondro on this trip down.
Yeah. Yep. And if the play is for Jondro, too, if they do collapse on her, which they likely will do, she's got to be ready to pass it off to an open teammate as well. Either way, you need a basket if you're a Presque Isle, or something, or a foul. They're going to go to Jondro. She wants 3. Up, no good. Rebound by Rains. Rains has it.
And now here you don't.
5 seconds.
Oh, that might be intent. That was close. That's what I was talking about a moment ago, Chris.
Yep, definitely were. The Foxcroft bench definitely wanted it, but they're not going to get the call in that situation.
And the player isn't intentionally trying to, cause any harm. They're just trying to get the foul as quickly as possible. But you got to make a play on the ball to be safe.
2 more big ones here for Rains. Well, 1-1 anyways. Up, no good. Curtis with the rebound. Presque Isle's got to hurry.
So I'm not sure about the timeout situation here, but it's going to be interesting to see how the clock is managed.
Steal there by Page.
You don't need to shoot this ball.
Nope, 12 seconds, 11. Tipped out by Jondro. Only 10.7 seconds remaining.
Might be running into a situation now where the clock is the Wildcats' biggest enemy. You could sprint into the backcourt in this situation as well.
Rains with it. Jondro, not even going to foul now. Page to the basket, up and in. Now they're going to foul. Too little. Not even going to foul now. Page to the basket, up and in. Now
point on what is a fantastic ball game.
Need to start talking about our Bangor Savings Bank player of the game, and I think we'll have to agree. Bangor Savings Bank player of the game is Annie Rains.
I think so. I think that end of the fourth quarter and overtime performance, fantastic. I'm going to have to go down there in a second.
Page nails that one, and this game is going to go final. Foxcroft's going to win 48-41. Zach's going to go down and grab a player and a coach, and we'll be right back with you on East Main.
Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine. And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Zach. Hey, Zach. Yeah, back to Foxcroft Academy. The Ponies picked up 48-41 overtime win over Presque Isle. Annie Rains, player of the game, Bangor Savings Bank player of the game. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And talk about that game. So many ups and downs that game.
I know, that was definitely a roller coaster of a game, but I feel like we had the end goal in mind the whole time. We just really didn't want this to be our last home game, and we had that in mind for us seniors especially, and we just left it all on the court, really.
Yeah, clutch shooting. You're down by 3 points with 25 seconds. What are you thinking in that situation?
Not much, honestly. Not much going on. I'm just like, we have to score. We have to seal this game. So, yeah.
Now moving on to a prelim game. How do you guys feel, confidence-wise, heading into the tournament?
I think we're honestly like at the peak of our season. Like, we're playing the best together that we have this whole season. So I feel like we're pretty confident going in.
Yeah, 4 out of your last 5 that you've won, and of course, key victory out here tonight. Now you head into the prelim round. That must feel pretty good, getting ready for playoff time, right?
We're all just really excited to be here, so yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us, Annie. Congratulations.
Thank you. Coach.
And, hand it over to Coach, and we'll talk to Coach Ladd here. Coach Ladd, wow.
That camera out of my face. Holy. How we doing?
Talk about that game. Wow, so many ups and downs of that game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know where to start. We do a lot of situations in practice and simulate kind of the foul situations that we're in. But the way that last 2 minutes shook out is you almost go through 3 or 4 different phases, if you will. You know, you're up 1, you're down 1, you're shooting 2, we're shooting 1-on-1s, what have you. There's just so much to talk about in so little time. But they just rallied. I mean, we did a nice job changing up defenses. We were as effective with that as we've been in a while. And just changing the look sometimes and the timing on things can have a little effect, especially coming out of a timeout, even if you just do it for one possession. So my kids really, they battled hard. Abby Knapp, that rebound she had down there was the rebound of her career. I mean, it was a huge stop. Curtis had a really good look. I don't think she misses many of those normally. So we just had the ball bounce our way tonight, which was a different story than last night. So.
And the clutch play of your senior guard. Talk about the play of Annie Raines tonight.
Yeah, I mean, she's I talk about her all the time. Nominate her for weekly performances, and I think it's so easy to sometimes fall into the points box that you don't realize the contributions that a player has to your team, regardless of the outcome, whether it's wins or losses. But I mean, she rebounds, she takes her and Hallie Page defensively. The pair of them, I basically can swap them on anybody. They just stop people, and I try and switch them back and forth depending on fouls or who needs a break or just the flow of the game. That's the hardest part with a game like that is you can't control the flow and the combinations that work, and sometimes you just can't explain it, and you just go with what's working. But that was a fun game, and I don't know how that affects us in the heels at all, if that gave us enough to bump up at all, but at least we didn't drop. So I'm pretty happy with us finishing that way, and even with the loss at Dexter last night, I mean, the kids turned the page quick. They were ready to roll, and,
Yeah, I mean, confidence-wise, heading into the playoffs, always the goal this time of the season when you're heading into the playoffs and you're going to be there, is playing your best basketball. And 4 out of your last 5.
Yeah, we've been playing pretty well the last 5, and, I wouldn't want to play us. I mean, we're playing pretty well.
Thank you very much for your time, Coach. Congratulations.
Thanks,
and
guys. Appreciate
hopefully
it.
see you in a prelim and hopefully see you in Bangor as well.
Sounds good. We're looking forward to it.
That's going to wrap up the broadcast. Thanks for joining us.